Midnight Crisis, welcome back! I have a physical book today! For my other two readings, I had to read off of my ebook on the computer, but now I have my author copies, and it's beautiful, and I love it. I'm about to do my final dramatic reading of Collateral Damage. This is my hand gesture for that. This is the final one because my book comes out on Tuesday, SOS, and also because I'm pretty sure, per my publisher's rules, I'm actually not even allowed to read past chapter 3. I think that's, like, something I agreed to. I don't remember. But anyway, this is going to be part of chapter 3, not all of chapter 3, because, Chapter 3 was excessively long for some reason, so we're just gonna do a little bit of it, but it's still gonna be a dramatic reading, it's still gonna be fun, and as always, if you haven't watched, listened to, and or read chapters 1 and 2 yet, you should probably do that first, because otherwise you're gonna be confused. Anyway, without further ado, here we go, chapter 3 of Collateral Damage. Yay. Chapter 3. A massive boom resounds above me, and I shift my umbrella marginally to the right, enjoying the sound of chunks of brick and shrapnels clanging off the steel instead of my skull. One piece ricochets against my heel, glancing off the thick rubber encasing it. I peer down, turning my ankle to get a better look. The new scuff mark blends in nicely with the dozens of others coating my boots. I take the risk of peering out from underneath my umbrella by a millimeter and squint upward. Super Variant 3 is floating in midair, 4 stories up, in all his gray glory, one fist closed around the neck of a man cloaked in deep crimson and black, grinding him into the side of the building. It looks like they got the driver out of the robot. That explains the raining bricks. Even from the slight distance, I can make out the man's sharp chin, wild mass of dark, tangled hair, and manic sneer. "Wonderful grip today," he howls gleefully. "Has someone been exercising?" I groan inwardly as I recognize his crackling voice. It's a particularly notorious city antagonist, a recurring creep called Dr. Defect. His sinister yellow-green eyes, skin riddled with unhealed scars and burn marks from every one of his past failed schemes, and seemingly endless arsenal of homemade weapons gave me nightmares when I was little, but now his presence is too constant to inspire any new fear. Any normal person who'd been thrown through walls, off bridges, and into prison as many times as Dr. Defect has would have given up and died by now, but he just keeps coming back for more. He's been around swearing vengeance against the supers for pretty much as long as they've existed. It's getting real old. Despite the imminent danger from the ash and smoke and falling debris, there are still way too many people milling around on the sidewalks and blocking traffic in the street. A few police officers in high-vis vests are trying to herd everyone away from the action, but it's not going great. I discreetly fumble around inside my backpack until I find my lanyard of fake IDs, all of which claim that I'm in my 20s and competent, instead of 17 and one step up from homeless, and detach a press pass from the metal ring. I flash the pass at one of the neon-vested officers as I squeeze through the crowd. The people resisting the police officers' desperate attempts to clear the street are pointing up to where 3 and Dr. Defect are going at it with exaggerated expressions of shock and terror plastered on their faces, clearly hoping to be noticed in the background footage of the local news coverage. I elbow past the camera crew and their perky brunette reporter, who have set up shop practically inside the doorframe of the Pure Bean, the coffee shop that I work at. Bringing you live coverage of the thrilling battle between the fearless Super Variant 3 and the villainous Dr. Defect. I stick my head into the frame. And now, bringing you live coverage of the thrilling Meg Sawyer as she prepares to serve mediocre coffee to cranky civilians. The guy holding the boom mic glares at me and gives me a stop talking, this is live kind of face. I roll my eyes and push against the heavy shatterproof door of the cafe until it yields, putting me face to face with my short, brown-haired, pink-cheeked, very annoyed-looking manager. She's wielding a mop like a staff. "Thanks for showing up today," she quips. "Really, Carly?" I trudge past her and shrug my backpack off, leaving it leaning against the wall. It's too early for this. Carly trails behind me, pushing the mop over the mud I've tracked in. If by too early you mean nearly a half hour late, then yeah, you're right. What's wrong with your clothes? You don't think you're gonna serve customers like that, do you? I look down at my jeans, which are spattered with dirt and grime. My green Pure Bean t-shirt has a gash in the sleeve. I don't even have to look at my face in a mirror to know that it's covered in a fine layer of dirt. "Carly," I explain calmly, "which do you think is more likely? that I'm experimenting with the heavy grunge look, or that I almost got crushed by a falling billboard this morning. She wrinkles her nose and begins to retreat back behind the front counter. I saw the news, she says as she starts dumping coffee beans into the espresso machine. Next time, text me if you're going to be late. Go change. Into what? In response, an extra-large Coffee or Death t-shirt from our merch wall collides with my face. What did I say about throwing things? What have I told you about my hand-eye coordination? I complain as I scoop the shirt off the ground, but I head for the bathroom to change. The lights start flickering as I replace my ripped shirt with the fresh one, and by the time I'm back to the front of the cafe, they're snapping on and off like we're in a horror movie about ghosts, while the ceiling tiles rattle in merry accompaniment. They're on the roof, aren't they? I'm about to say, when suddenly the entire building jolts like an airplane going through turbulence. The light fixtures swing dangerously, and the few that are on sputter off. Carly lunges for the mugs behind the counter before they swing off their iron hooks and shatter. Yep, I think they're on the roof. And that's where I'm going to stop here because, as you can see, or maybe you can't because I'm not doing great. Chapter 3 goes on for too many pages, and I got stuff to do, and my voice is getting tired. So, anyway, that was part of Chapter 3 from Collateral Damage. The rest of the book is going to be available everywhere on Tuesday. I'm really excited and scared, mostly scared. I hope you guys like it, or I'm going to be really embarrassed. And, yeah. Pre-order links are going to be below. Here we go. Thanks for watching/listening. Okay, bye.